I was going through so much in that season. I had lost my uncle. One of my best friends, Jackie O, died. R.I.P. to her.
Aw.
She had passed. My mom went to prison, and I went through a breakup,
Uh-huh.
and then another public friendship dismantling in the course of a year. So it felt
Wow.
like, oh, everything over with. It's not till you start to see the light at the end of the tunnel that you like, all right, he didn't completely desert me like I thought. Like he's making me stronger through this process.
Do you feel like your mental health was like did you ever struggle with that throughout these battles that you had?
Girl, I had to remind myself, like, if I could, and I learned this in acting class, if you can think yourself down, you can think your way back up.
That's true. Not having a male figure around, like a man showing you like how a man operate, you should be speaking to a man. Do you think that ever played a part in some of your relationships that ended?
Absolutely. I can take accountability. I'm learning this on the fly.
Do you feel like your man now, like, he's teaching you what those gender roles are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because he like, don't touch this trash. And
So wait, y'all live together?
just about.
It sounds like
No, for
you got
sure.
the Sierra prayer. Like, you got this man who is coming to
I
your
hope so,
life.
Lord. Yes. I hope it ends with a ring.
I got you.
This isn't your typical couples podcast. We're more than just husband and wife.
Yeah, baby, we homies.
I know that's right. Come hang out with the flyest, realest,
Most hustling couple you know.
and get authentic, uncut perspectives on love
Flash,
and everything in between.
let's go.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jenna
And I'm Donay.
and welcome to the Love and Fly Shit podcast. Today we have a very, very special guest. It's Atlanta's very own. She's a media personality. She's actually a media powerhouse. She's an actress, and she's the voice we love for keeping it real. Welcome, Miss Brii Renee.
Oh, yay.
We are so excited to have you here with us to tell
Definitely
us about your
excited.
journey.
Thank you.
Talk
Thank you.
all things Love and Fly.
Yes, thank you for inviting me. I was like, let me get cute because I'm going on Love and Fly.
Hey, you can't fly.
Yeah,
for
let me put
sure.
some stuff on.
Yes. Thank you for joining us. I know that you do a lot of media and you always keep it real. So that's what we do here on Love and Flash. It's
Yeah.
all the way authentic, all the way real. We just tell y'all the nitty-gritty of what's going on.
Mhm.
And I know you got a story to tell, Miss Brii Renee.
Yeah.
We're going to get into it. We know that you have been really transparent with your audience about your mom going to prison and how that's impacted you.
Mhm.
Life just don't stop because you're in a tough season.
Mm-mm.
And you're still building your career. You're showing up online. You're navigating a new relationship.
Yeah.
How have you managed to balance all those wins with the weight of what's happening at home?
Okay, so it don't feel like you winning
Okay.
when the weight is on you. You know what I mean? I don't think until recently I started to realize, like, oh, the fact that I'm getting up every day and still fighting means I'm winning. You know what I mean? Like, life could, when I started back doing my podcast, Better with Brii Renee, and my friends and people were coming on, they're like, you've been through a lot. You need to give yourself grace. Because a lot of people would have just crawled up in a corner and been quiet or silent or, let this defeat them. So I think just giving myself grace and honoring the fact that I am getting up every day. I'm still fighting, chasing my dreams. I'm still loving again after heartbreak. I'm still, going out there starting a new podcast because me and my mom had a podcast. And that, a lot of people don't know, that was used against her in court. Like,
Whoa.
crazy. Like,
oh my
and it's not
goodness.
even about anything legal. It was about her being a parent. And they tried to like flip that. Like, the feds are crazy. So that scared me. That made me feel like, oh, I don't want to talk because if they could use this and try to flip this, and of course it didn't stand, but the fact that they could try to use our words and media and things that we're putting out for the betterment of people against you, it really put me in a season where I was silent. So I've been dealing with, my mom been in prison in October. It'll be 2 years. So it took a year or so before I could really, maybe a year and a half before I could get the courage to like fight out loud again. So that for me, it is a win, but you don't feel like you winning when you struggling, when you down, when you feel like, let me be quiet, let me just sit down and shut up, or you know what I mean? You got to get through it a little bit more, and it's not till you start to see the light at the end of the tunnel that you like, all right, he didn't completely desert me like I thought. Like he's making me stronger through this process.
And you are stronger.
Mhm.
Wow. You are
That's
balancing a
that's
lot,
deep.
though.
Yeah.
So you talked about the fact that you were going through that and then also heartbreak. Is that from your previous relationship prior to the one you're in now?
Yeah. Previous relationship. I was going through so much in that season. I had lost my uncle. One of my best friends, Jackie O, died. R.I.P. to her.
Aw.
She had passed. My mom went to prison, and I went through a breakup, and then another public friendship dismantling in the course of a year. So it felt
Wow.
like a year and a half. It felt like, oh, everything over with. Like, you know what I mean? But like I said, I just took some time to myself. I healed. I really did get quiet, get silent. I got baptized. I was like, God trying to get my attention. Let me run to you and see what you need me to hear. I want to hear it and learn it, so I don't gotta go through this season again. But yeah. So now I'm back out there fighting.
Back out there fighting.
That's
Wow.
right.
So you do have a new love
Yes,
in
I
your
do.
life.
I do.
Now, is this different from your last relationship in the sense that it's not public?
Absolutely. It's so different. So we're a year in now, but I was like very intentional about keeping this safe and keeping this like to myself for a while. And he always make jokes like, "Oh, I'm your little secret." But it's like, no, I just didn't want to share that with the world because I was very, very, very public in my last relationship. And even leaving that, I felt like because he was in the media, I felt like I had to find my voice again.
Okay.
And I don't know if men have to deal with this, but as women, we get labeled as such and such girlfriend. No matter how much you build your own brand or you build your own legacy, or because I was Brii Renee from the A before we got together. You know what I mean? But it was like after being with him, oh, you such and such girlfriend, you such and such. So it was like I didn't want the media to attach me to him anymore. So going through that and having to find my voice again, I was like, going into my next relationship, I want people to still follow me and love me for me and not because of who I'm dating.
When you say you didn't want them to attach you to him, you saying after the relationship or during the relationship?
Both. Because I feel like when you're in not like, I want people to know I'm in a relationship and I'm open about that, right? But I don't want to be known. I think it's because I'm a woman in media and working so hard to build my own brand.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't want to be introduced as or talked about as that's such and such girlfriend or fiance or future wife. I want to be talked about as that's Brii Renee. She's a media powerhouse. She's an actress. She's a podcaster. She, has accomplished these things on her own because as women, we get kind of like minimalized to who we're dealing with. And that's just not fair. I don't see that as much with men. They don't always be like, oh, that's like
that ain't good for a man if they be like, oh, that's Brii Renee, nigga. That's that's damn near lame.
Or even like, okay, like let's take a public couple. Ari and Moneybagg Yo.
Okay.
They don't never say, they'll say, that's Ari, Moneybagg Yo girlfriend.
Yeah.
But they won't ever say, that's Moneybagg Yo, Ari boyfriend.
No.
They never do that with guys.
Yeah.
But with women, we get that. So I just was
I see what you're saying.
I just want to be a little bit more quiet about it and sure. I wanted to be sure before I really posted him or even let people know I was in a relationship. And then now I'm like, I like how healthy it is. I like that people are not giving me their opinion about it because part of me did stay in that relationship a little bit longer because so many people was rooting for it.
Yeah.
So many people thought it looked like a certain way. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't want to be influenced by the outside opinion anymore.
Yeah.
So do you think it even matter to make your relationship public? Like, because I mean, it was a point of time that didn't even exist. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So do you think that matter?
I think it matters to the people who are around you. So like my friends know him. My family knows him. We go, if you see us out, you see us out. Like it matters to if you're in a relationship and you can't show or share your relationship with your loved ones, then that's a red flag. But if the people who I don't know on social media, that to me that does not matter. But I'm not downing people who share because eventually I will share, but it won't be for, hey, you guys, look, it'll just be because I'm sharing my life.
Yeah.
You know what I
Gotcha.
mean?
Yeah.
I got you.
Right.
Yeah,
Because
but I
you're
don't think
happy.
it's a big thing now.
Do you feel like when you are in the public eye and you have a public breakup, you're like having to mourn that relationship over and over because everybody's still talking about it and, it's public
It's
record
public,
at this point.
yeah.
Everybody's checking to see, did they break up, did they not break up?
Yeah.
How did you navigate that?
I blocked people. I did. I blocked people. I deleted comments because people would be like, oh, you not with such and such no more? Or where's such and such at? We're like still on my, now it don't bother me. It's not as triggering, obviously, because I'm in a happy and healthy space. But even before I got with him and even when like me and my boyfriend now got together, people like, well, that's not such and such. So it was like, oh, this is embarrassing. I hate that he has to go through this.
Yeah, that's gonna be my next
you gotta
question.
have a strong man.
Did that ever bother him in the beginning or anything?
It
like
didn't
that?
bother him.
Okay.
That part because this is like a very confident man. Like and I think it took me to be with somebody like this. Like he's super confident and sure of who he is. So it didn't. He like whatever.
Yeah.
He don't really care about it.
He don't care what nobody got to say.
No.
And that's the way it's supposed to
That's the
be.
way it's
Yeah,
supposed to be. I
For
got you.
sure.
He like, I'm here for you. I don't care about because I call my YouTube family my cousins. People like, I don't care about your cousins.
I know that's right. So do you feel like now, I mean, not just in your relationship, do you still have things that you won't share with the public because you want to keep it private? Not even just relationship, like other things, like parts of your life, whether it be something you're working on, whether it be like if you have new friends, like do you kind of try to keep anything private?
I do feel like things go through that I got to keep it private stage.
Mm-hmm.
But because I'm just naturally a transparent person, I literally been like this since the day I like popped out my mama coochie. They used to be like, girl, you ain't gotta tell everybody else. But it's like now I'm learning the importance of taking that time to keep some things to yourself for a minute. Like if it's things I'm working on, like nobody knew I was working on a podcast, not even my friends and nothing until I dropped it. Like I'm at that point where it's like I'm keeping it close until it's official, until it's done. And then we could talk about it because then you can't do nothing to taint it.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So I'm at that point in my life. But I'm still very transparent. Like even dealing with my mom and the prison thing, a lot of people, I mean, obviously it was on like all the blogs when it happened, but people didn't really connect the two. They just knew like my mom was away or we weren't doing the podcast anymore. And I didn't talk about it at all until a year and a half later. Once I had gone through my...
Oh, you didn't talk about it until...
I didn't talk about it at all until I did the podcast about it. I think I dropped my first vlog where I was going to visit her around the same time. So I didn't talk about it at all publicly until a year and a half in. So I'm at that point where it's like, until I'm ready to share it, then y'all get it.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right. How much longer is she gonna be away?
Well, hopefully this appeal go through.
Okay.
We are appealing. Okay. And or she gets pardoned. Alicia Marie Free, if you out there, that's the lady, the black lady that's pardoned everybody. Shout out to you. Look us up. I done sent you, I done mailed you like 3-4 times. Answer my mail. Okay. No, but hopefully she gets pardoned or appealed. But she was sentenced to 7 years. Wow. But during, with the feds, you only do like 75% of your time. So their year counts as 10 months. So she probably would realistically do like 4.5 years. So she already done did 2. So I feel like now we on the end of it.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like the light is coming. Right. I feel lighter. I feel like, I don't know if it's just my faith. I just know how good God is. I just know he is a promise. Like, I just feel like we're so close to her coming home.
Right. Yeah. How is she doing? How are her spirits?
She been good. Like, she's strong. And I'm like, just to hear her be that strong mentally and emotionally, and she in there, I know I got to be strong. Like, that helps fuel me and make me stronger too.
Yeah.
But she always been, like, if anybody has watched any of our episodes, like, she always been a strong, dominant, like, powerhouse of a woman. So I'm like, I have to remind myself, like, oh, I got that in me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you know what? I've seen where you talked about in the past how you were raised with 2 moms, and now you also have a stepmom.
Yeah.
And so you got 3 moms.
I got 3 moms.
Tell us more about what that's like growing up in that household, and because you're very open about it, and I'm very curious. I think it's definitely a very captivating story
and unique.
Yeah.
So my mom is gay. She's been gay my whole life. She decided that she was with I call her my nana, but that's just because growing up I couldn't really be open about having. Yeah, like growing up in the 90s, gay wasn't acceptable. You wasn't.
You couldn't just be. You was privately gay. You know what I'm saying? Well,
exactly. Especially with them both. They worked in law enforcement here in Atlanta. So it was also very like hush hush. Like, just everybody ain't gonna be okay with it. It's not okay. It's not acceptable. Just don't talk about it. So like when my mom's wife at the time, they couldn't even legally be married, but her partner they were together about 10 years when they decided that, hey, let's have a kid together.
Wow.
So that's how my mom, my birth mom, went through the process of artificial insemination. I think they call it IVF now. I don't know. They changed the words. But she picked out a donor. She got pregnant. And then here I am.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Yeah.
That's amazing, right?
I be telling everybody I got all 10 fingers and toes. I am an AI baby. Okay? I'm probably one of the first ones. But I think my mom actually was like one of the first, they were one of the first gay couples that Atlanta let do it. Okay. Because at the time,
you had to get, what do you
have to get approved.
You have to get approved to do?
Back then, you had to get approved.
Fertility?
To even go through the sperm donor process. And at the time, of course, it was more like white people, white couples, married couples that couldn't have kids or conceive. They were going through that. So They were like one of the first gay couples that did it here in Atlanta. And yeah, so they were together probably until I was like 13-ish, 12, 13. And then my mom broke up and then literally got with my other mama, Jackie, and they've been married. They still married.
Okay.
Yep.
So wait a minute, your mother that was with your mother at the time of you being born, like
My
you
nana.
You still in communication?
Still, literally, we just had a
okay.
family and friends day
Oh,
on
wow.
Sunday.
So y'all all still hang out.
Yeah.
Like, that's
well,
good.
well, like, of course, it's like when it's like a mom and a dad and a stepdad.
That's what I was just for that.
And that's
okay.
what it's like. It's kind of like, so your mama, even though she remarried, she not gonna hang out with your real dad, but she encourages that relationship.
Okay.
She,
Okay.
you know what I'm
Okay,
saying? So,
okay.
and because my nana was like very, she was very committed. Like she was like, I'm committed to raising this child with you. She has been there every single step of the way. She was there when I graduated high school, when I graduated college. When I went to college, my living was equally their responsibilities.
Okay.
Like it has completely been like, it's the best co-parenting. Like I be telling people I had the most healthiest parenting lifestyle that I think anybody around me ever had. People, even my friends who had mamas and daddies used to be like, I like coming to your house. It's love over there.
Yeah.
Like
It's love.
it was equally yoked. It was even when she divorced, like, of course there was a little tension, but it wasn't, nobody talked smack about nobody. They was like, you can go over it. Whoever you want to live with, you can live with. However you want to do that, you know. And like I said, my nana has still been in my life to this day. She's even like, it's surprisingly been there so emotionally, like so much emotional support for me right now during this time with my mom being away. Because she's like, I know how much, like, that's your mama. I know how much she means to you. And I know who she is as a person. So however I have needed her during this time, she's shown up.
Wow.
And so I've been raised by 3 solid ass women.
Okay.
And I feel like that's why I'm kind of like more well-rounded as a woman, because I have 3, they all from Atlanta, but 3 very unique women that all built their lives up from different projects or the hood, you know what I mean? And made something out of themselves. So I'm blessed.
We hope that y'all enjoying this episode of Love and Fly Shit.
Yeah.
Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, y'all. Stay tuned with everything we got going on. Subscribe.
Subscribe.
So you don't feel like you were ever lacking without having a man in your household?
Not growing up, but I feel like, obviously I'm straight. So dating men, when you get older, I be like, Mom, you can't get, that's different for women. Like, you can't,
I don't need that for you, girl.
That shit don't count for me. Like, that shit don't apply over here, okay?
Give me an example of some advice she gave you that don't apply. That's interesting for sure.
I feel like my mom is like, naturally, I'm like her too. Like, we're very open-hearted and open giving, and we will jump right into a relationship and pour. And lesbians do that anyway. I be telling like people, lesbians get married in 6 months. Like they love hard, they go all in. But with men, you have to kind of play like a little chasing game with men. I can't be like, I love you, I love, like, I can't be as open with a man and pour off rip with a man like I could if I was dating a woman, because a woman would appreciate that and just, it might make her open more. But a man, he gotta feel like he gotta chase you a little bit. It's a lot of things that I've learned through dating that I'm just like, oh, if I had a daddy, like through trial and error, if I had a dad, maybe I would have.
He'd have gamed you on that part.
A little bit more, yeah. So I didn't really miss the upbringing part, no. But when it came to dating when I got older, yeah.
Okay.
But that's where I have my friends who share their fathers with me. And you know what I mean? Or I meet my friends who have husbands, I'll confide in them. Like Leticia and Ra, I'll check in, or Ernestine and Jay, like they really take me in as they little sis, you know what I mean?
That's
and
dope.
they be like, nah, that one ain't. And I'll bring my boyfriend around to let them vet.
Okay.
Like, okay, let me, these solid men that I trust, let me see how they feel about him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's good that you do have people like that in your life.
Yeah.
That is
That's
good.
good.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
really
Okay, so let
good.
me ask you this. With you growing up with 2 moms and like you having so much exposure and experience with a lesbian relationship, has that ever made you curious about?
No.
Never, ever?
Never. And I don't know if it's because I used to be like, maybe it's a complex, but when I was younger and people did find out, like when kids would come over, spend the night, or, you know what I mean, their parents would find out, they would be like, oh, my mom said I can't come over there no more because you got 2 mamas. Like, it was so taboo then, you know what I mean?
Back in the day.
Or people would be like, kids would be like, my mama said you gonna be gay, so I can't really be your friend.
What?
Yeah, and I used to be like, girl, I don't want to kiss you. Like, I like Lil Bow Wow, just like you, or B2K, bitch. You is not J. Boo. but and I remember when I was like the first time I was in middle school and I was like 8th grade. And this girl, we was real cool. Like this was probably like one of my good friends. And she tried to kiss me in the bathroom. And I like pushed her off and was like creeped out. Like, what are you doing?
In 8th grade? You said 8th grade?
8th grade. I remember, and I was like, what are you doing? And she was like, well, ain't you gonna be gay anyway?
Whoa.
And I was like, because I guess people had already been talking, and I was like, no, like, ew. And that creeped me out. I didn't even want to be her friend no more.
Dang.
That really ruined the friendship for sure. But I think people put that on you so much. I never even wanted to have threesomes or none of that. Like I have friends that are completely straight that be like, oh yeah, I have experimented with girls or and even working in the strip club. I worked in the strip club. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm a woman. I got eyes. I can see. I know who look good and who got a fat ass. Wait, can you say that?
Yeah, okay. I love the flashing.
I know who got a fat ass. I could be like, oh yeah, she got a fat ass, or damn, she pretty as hell. Like I told you, like you're gorgeous. But I'm not sexually attracted to women at all. I really do think that's something you born with.
Okay.
I do think that. I think you gotta be born, and I don't think it can be passed down because I didn't catch it. And I don't think it's something that you can be influenced. You know how people be like, if your kids see it, I've been seeing women be affectionate. Like obviously they like regular parents, they not being overly,
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? But I see them hold hands. I've seen them give each other a kiss or I love you. I've seen them do that. I've never wanted to do that.
Okay.
So I be on the like, I understand how, and that's why I be so open to have conversations like this with people who are heterosexual because I understand how you cannot fathom that.
Yeah.
But me living it, I've never wanted it. Like, and I don't even want to share my nigga with nobody else. So you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I ain't never been attracted to women in that way.
Do your friends or the people around you ask you these type of questions outside of me asking you on the podcast? So they curious like about your experience?
Yes. Anybody who's ever heard like my whole life. And I know that it's out of genuine curiosity or just want. So I'm open. I'm excited and happy that I could be here to educate because that means that's one less person that feels uncomfortable about living in their truth. Or that's one less person that's gonna judge somebody else for something that they don't understand. You know what I mean? So I'm always open about it.
Good.
So growing up, it was never nothing like you was ever embarrassed about or nothing like that?
I mean, I wasn't embarrassed about it, but the way people treated me made me feel like, should I be tripping? Like, am I tripping? Is this good? But I remember I have an older sister and she was on the phone with a boy one time and she was like, yeah, my mama gay. So in high school, she was telling somebody, and I was like, what's gay? And she was like, you know how you got 2 mamas? That's not normal. Everybody got a mama and a daddy. And I was like, for real? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. I do see mamas and daddies. Okay. So this is not, I didn't realize it wasn't normal.
You didn't even know. Yeah.
Yeah, that it wasn't normal until people treated me like it wasn't normal. And then I felt like, y'all kind of some haters. We living good over here, really. Right. Yeah, like, and even when I got in high school, like, I always was a tomboy, so I always hung out with guys, and my homeboys would come over and they would play the game at my house, and they'd be like, your house lit, yo. Y'all got all the game systems. Y'all got, you know what I mean? Everything cool with always some food cooked. Like, it just was a healthy, loving environment. So the people who accepted me, I felt comfortable, but when people treated me weird, that's when I felt weird about it.
This is so interesting. Like, you got a real story to tell. Yes. So let's talk about, like, your love life now. Because I know that you don't have a public relationship, but you are publicly in a relationship because you're telling people. So it's, it's something that you're excited to share. What is it that, I guess, that you've learned in previous relationships that you've applied to this one that makes you feel like it is a happy relationship and you've grown as a woman and you now know, what you want in a partner?
That's a good question. What did I learn in previous relationships? I learned when to shut up.
Really?
I'm still learning, but I'm learning when to shut up. Because I'm a certified yapper and I feel like I got to get the last. But I really want to say, I ain't gonna lie, I really have to give my dude credit now. I didn't really learn this stuff in the previous relationships. He's reteaching me.
Really?
Yes. And he's so patient with me. And he's so nurturing. He's making me see like, oh, the ways that I was operating before aren't necessarily healthy, and nor do I have to operate like that here.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You don't have to be on defense. He's like always there to like comfort me. He's so nurturing in a way. Like he's nurturing the woman in me.
Okay.
So he's making me feel safer. I know that sounds so cliche, but I feel safer, emotionally safer. And he pays so much attention to me. Like even when, you know how sometimes we got an attitude, we be like, I'm good. Like, you're not good.
Oh.
And he really gonna talk to me about why I'm not, and get to it. And he kind of like notices it before it goes too far. Previous relationships, if me and the other person had a fight or issue, it would linger for a while. He don't let it linger.
Okay.
And I'm learning that in this relationship, like, damn, if we just could fix the shit, we could move on. You know what I mean? In a minute. We don't have to go on for days, weeks, and now that whole energy for the week been gone.
Right.
Like he's really like he takes initiative with that. So I'm learning how to take initiative with it now. So he's not always the one doing it. Like in the beginning of the relationship, he would always be the one to come and fix things first, fix it, not let it go on too long. But now I'm like, all right, I was wrong. Let me come fix it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm learning so much more in this relationship.
It sounds like he has a high emotional IQ.
Very high. I never dated a man with just this emotional intelligence as this man. Yeah.
And that's good. And it's good that you already feel like you're learning, because 1 year in, honestly, that's not that long for you to feel that protected. I feel like sometimes with relationships, it takes a while for somebody to know you and learn you and teach you.
Yeah.
But a year, if he already kind of started out the gate like that.
Yeah, he started strong and was consistent from the jump. And I ran away around the 6-month mark. I tried to get rid of
You
the
did. What happened?
I mean, because I was still like not healed, going through all of this. Still, my life too heavy. I'm like, baby, just let me go. I was like in that space, like I need to be alone. And he really would not let up off of me. Like we broke up for probably like 45 days at the beginning of the year. And he was like, no, you're my wife.
Let me love you.
Let me love you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that after we got back together, that's when I started to really like open up and learn and let walls down. Them first 6 months, I was trying to push the nigga away. I ain't gonna hold you. I was doing everything I could.
So he wouldn't go.
He would not go.
So do you want to marry him?
I do.
Okay, that's dope. That's dope.
Oh my goodness.
I feel like I could only be married to somebody like him.
Okay.
Have y'all talked about it?
Yeah, he told me I was his wife from day one.
Wow.
But they be saying men know.
Men know.
Yeah.
It don't take them long.
Yeah.
They'll know.
He knew the whole time. Like I said, them first 6 months, I was like, and he got that was one of our arguments too. He was like, I know you the one. And then he was like, do you think I'm the one? And I was like, I mean, I'm still trying to figure it out. That pissed him off. So you still trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
But we was only like 6 months in, and I have been through like real heartbreak. So I'm like, I don't want to get all giddy and excited about some shit. We gonna see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see. I'm gonna let you know. Like I had every wall.
So do you feel like that was wrong for putting him through something he didn't even do to you?
Yeah and no.
Okay. Why no?
So it was unfair to him.
Okay.
But for me, this was the first relationship where I feel like I put real walls up around my heart. So this is the first time I feel sure.
Okay.
Because I know this is the first time I've been in a relationship where I didn't have to pour first.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So for me, I feel like I needed this.
Yeah.
I did. I'm sorry that you was a victim.
And see, we talked about that in one of our episodes. I said that sometimes you need to work on yourself. You cannot do that in a relationship. You got to focus on yourself.
Yes, I wanted to do that alone. I wanted to do it alone. He would not let me do it alone. But because of his eagerness to be there and to help me heal and to love me through all of this, that made me be like, okay, you are somebody who I can go through every season of life with. Because after going through all of this and people, friends, even romantic relationships not being there for me, I realized that that's important to me. I want somebody who's going to be there when it's high and when it's low.
That's right.
I can't have nobody who around just when it look good, because sometimes the shit ain't going to look good. It ain't going to feel good. I need you who going to really ride. Men be saying they want to ride it, but women need riders too. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Especially in that emotional field. So it's like, this was the first time I got to see somebody ride for me in an emotional way.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So did he deserve to come in on the battlefield?
That's what climaxing, man. He just caught heat for like, damn, man.
He did, and I tell him, you healed the heart you didn't break.
Okay,
But
there
thank
you go.
you.
You did tell him that,
healed
then.
the heart you
All right.
didn't break.
All right, well, then you
Yeah.
told him that. Then. That's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Then. That's cool.
Aw. Do you want to have kids eventually?
I was just saying.
I do.
You do?
I do. But I always said I wanted to be married before I had kids.
Mhm.
Okay.
I say this is a group project and you're not going to sign me up for a group project by myself, okay? I need to be locked in. But now I'm like, if it happened, it happened.
Okay. How many you want?
Okay.
How many kids you want? Or are you just saying if a kid have you not?
I say 2.
Okay. That's
It's
that's
like
good.
space, 2 and a possible.
Yeah,
The
that's
possible
good.
might just happen just on whim.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm also a fitness girl. I care about how I look. I'm
That's
like, I
right.
don't know if I want to tell my body up too many times.
Sit you down for about
Yeah.
2,
It
3
ain't never
years.
the same after that.
Yeah,
It's going to
see?
take a little bit more extra work after you had them babies.
Y'all got kids?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got
How
2
many?
boys.
2 boys, 9 and 6.
9 and
Okay,
6,
yeah. Yeah,
So-
see?
Yeah.
We had them kind of close together, which I appreciate
Mhm.
because now they play together like they're the same age.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, having 2 that were 2 and under, it just was a lot.
It was
lot.
work.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the
Work.
first one was only 2 when the baby was born.
Yeah.
So it was a lot, but I think, as they grow up, I can tell that like the first one needed the second one. Because we really was just cool with just one, and then the second baby was a surprise baby.
Yeah.
But I'm so grateful that we did have him and that,
Yeah.
now my oldest has a brother.
Yeah.
You
I
know.
think that people, like you said, they need that
They
sibling
need
in the
that.
house.
They need
yeah.
that.
Do you have any siblings though?
Yeah, I have an older sister.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but she's technically my biological cousin. My mom adopted her.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, when her
Okay.
mom
Wow,
passed.
you got a lot. You have y'all
You
just
got
is
a
rocking and
nice
rolling.
story, yeah.
Yes.
So, but she's 9 years older than me. So I
Okay.
didn't really grow up as like an only child,
okay.
Oh, Okay.
for the most part. But then she moved out when I was like 7.
Okay.
Okay.
She was like 17 and then moved
okay.
out. So then it was like from then on, I was an only child. So I
Okay.
kind of that's why I'm like an extroverted introvert. Like I still be needing my time
Mhm.
to myself, but I still know how to play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's so funny because I tell them that all the time. I said I'm probably the most outgoing introvert you'd ever meet because I know I can probably look like an extrovert, but really I'm very introverted. I don't know what it is about me that can work a room but don't really want to. Like,
Yeah,
like,
I feel you.
Yeah.
Or I can do it, but then after a certain amount of time, after I'm peopled out, I'll be like, all right.
Yeah.
I gotta
Overstimulated.
go.
Yep, overstimulated.
Overstimulated. Like, that's a real thing. I know that's just like something people are saying now, but it's a real thing to be
It's a-
overstimulated.
It's a
Mhm.
real thing.
Wow. Okay. I wish you would have brought your boo with you, girl.
I know. I don't think he's ready for the podcast.
So he ain't ready
ready?
for the camera.
Yeah, he ain't there yet.
What's
Cause
your-
he's super like laid back and introverted.
Okay.
is.
No, that's cool.
Mhm.
What's your love language?
I'm a physical touch. I need you to
Okay.
touch me, love on me, kiss me, hug me, rub my feet.
Okay.
Like even I can't even go to bed without putting my feet on you. Like
Yeah.
I need to be,
Yeah.
yeah. If you don't want to hug me or kiss me, I'm like, what's wrong with you? That and then I would say, cause I feel like we all have them all. We just rank them differently.
Mhm.
Yeah.
My other one top would be like acts of service,
Okay.
like doing stuff for me that makes my life easier.
That's right.
Yeah,
Do you feel like your man like has catered to those love languages?
knocks them out the park.
Really?
That's
Knocks them out the
good.
park. He rubbed my feet. He loved on me. He kissed me. And I think that's his way of like showing love anyway. So yeah, that works perfectly. And then
That's
he'll
cool.
do stuff like if I'm running late, like he'll cook, like let me cook you a quick little meal so you got something to eat. Like you know what I mean? Like he's very like a partner.
Mhm.
That's
So
what's
for
up.
me, that's big. And I think I needed that because, like I said, growing up with 2 moms, I didn't see gender roles.
Uh-huh.
Like I saw 2 people doing everything that it took to make this shit work.
Uh-huh.
You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Yeah.
So I kind of
Oh,
need that in there.
okay.
Like I didn't know this what a man do and this what a woman do.
Yeah,
Okay.
You know
I
what
see
I'm
you're
saying?
saying.
I learned this what needed to be done and this is who was here to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Got you.
So I kind of needed a little bit of that in my partner too.
And do you feel like he's teaching you what those gender roles are now? With
Yeah.
y'all? Okay.
Yeah, cause he like, don't touch this trash. And
Yeah.
So
I
wait,
ain't-
y'all live together?
just about. We always together at my
Yeah.
house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no, we haven't like officially made it like we moved in and
Yeah.
but you know how you at that stage where you spend the night every night anyway. So
Yeah.
You down
Yeah.
there
yeah,
living.
you got a whole closet over
You
here.
got not a drawer, you got a closet.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
No,
Okay,
that's
so
dope.
so he's teaching you what a real man should
Yeah,
be.
and he's such like a man.
A man.
Yeah, like he from the country too. So he a
Mhm.
country man, like,
Uh-huh.
So I'm getting that. So I'm learning those gender roles too. That's another thing I wish I maybe could have learned from my dad. It's like, no, this is how you know a man is a real man.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
These are the signs of a real man that's in healthy masculinity.
Even though you did grow up in a healthy household, and that's so good, I feel like you definitely have overcome a lot of adversity with the struggles of just really like being a powerhouse. Like people, I think some people don't understand that what they see on social media or even on TV, it takes so much work to get there, and it takes ups and downs. It's like you said, a win don't always feel like a win, even though it looks like a win.
Yeah.
And I feel like, you know, it's good to have these type of conversations because it inspires people to like just keep going, even though their battles might not be as big as what we perceive ours to be. Sometimes everybody fighting something.
No, it's a battle
You know
every
what I'm
day.
saying?
Every day it's a battle.
So I want to talk about that because I know mental health is a huge, topic right now. I feel like our community is getting more and more into it. Do you feel like your mental health was like did you ever struggle with that throughout these battles that you had?
Girl, yes. Yes, so much. I feel like every emotion you could probably feel. I was angry, I was mad, I was angry at God. Because I was like, I watched my mom, who was a public defender, a city attorney, this lady who now has a construction company, who has given people who work for her places to stay, has bought them cars, has done like served people, like has really, her life has been of service to people and been like a good person, be dragged publicly and in court and for a mistake that I feel like anybody could make. You know what I mean? And I felt like, God, well, what is the point of us doing all this good if it ain't gonna matter when you're being judged? But I had to, like, I remember being at like one of them low moments and just crying and like, when you ain't left the house in 2 weeks type, like in the
real.
like in that, you know what I mean? Ugly. Like, hair all on your head, you ugly, like in the house. And I remember God being like, you're not doing it for them. You doing it for me. And so it's like having moments like that, like kind of gave me strength along the way. And then, like I said, even getting baptized, I fasted for like 3 days before getting baptized. And this is why my mom was in prison. This is like April. She went in prison in December. And this is the following April. And I did a fast and I was like, well, I'm not perfect. I'm still smoking weed. I still drink. I still want to go to the club sometimes. Like, I'm still, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got my shit together, and I went on this fast and I was like, I ain't gonna talk to nobody for 3 days. I'm not gonna leave my house. I'm not gonna talk to nobody. And I feel like that was the closest I had been to hearing God loud and clear in so many different ways in my life, telling me to leave that relationship I was in, telling me, like, it was so loud and clear. And I remember him saying, like, you don't have to be perfect to come to me. Like, this is the perfect moment. If you were perfect, you wouldn't need me, And so it was like having those moments that like helped me stay in it. But before that, I was like, why am I here? They done took the most, I don't have kids, so the most important person to me has been my mama. Even though I got other mamas that I love them to death, but it's nothing like your mama. You know what I mean? And it's like, y'all took her, and then it took my confidence, like I said, my faith. They used the clip. I don't know if y'all seen the clip, but she has this clip on that we had on the podcast about gentle parenting. And she was like, I run my house like a dictatorship. Do what I say, do or fucking else. Right? And she's talking about being a parent. And like most Black people, that's how all our households was raised.
For sure.
Right.
100%.
For sure.
It wouldn't even no other way to run
No other way.
Right.
Yeah.
So in court, they made it seem like, oh, you are like this kingpin type of personality.
They use that.
They use
like,
that
literally
exact
use the court.
clip.
Use that clip in
that
court.
exact clip to be
Oh
like,
my
this how you talk to
gosh.
everybody.
That's
Like, this how you
crazy.
treat everybody. And she was like, no, I'm specifically talking about parenting. And I wouldn't advise anybody, but these are all white people. She's like, I wouldn't advise anybody, even y'all, to let y'all children run your household.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, but just seeing how they tried to like twist and flip that made me feel like, well, I don't want to speak. Because anybody could try to use anything against you to for any narrative. You
Right.
could really spin anything if you really
can.
try.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, I'm going to shut up. So even going through that, I felt like, well, who am I without
Yeah.
speaking? That's my whole career. That's who
Yeah.
I've been. So it was like, I had to fight to get myself out of there.
How did you get out?
I cried. I laid on that couch. I ate. I gained so much weight. I'm being honest because I don't want it to sound like you just go to God immediately. You don't. Eventually I did, get back into church and I gave my life to Christ. I got baptized. I got out of a bad relationship. I got back around good friends. These are like steps that I think that when you are in those spaces, stop isolating yourself so much. Like you can't, I'm a component for isolating yourself at first to get your mind right a little bit or to just take your time to heal because somebody like me will show up in a space and feel like I gotta perform and gotta pretend like I'm good when I'm not good. So a lot of times it just felt better to be at home when I can be not good. You know what I mean? And peace. But doing that, but then also community, having good friends, going out to eat, going to church.
Yeah.
People literally, I've never been in this season of life where so many different people that I've had relationships with, but maybe not that close or followed me on social media or whatever, reach out. And they don't know how much, I don't know if God placed it on these people's heart or whatever, but they be like, I was just thinking about you. I just need to call you and let you know I love you. I see you. Or it's going to be okay. I'm praying for you. Those little things, it's like one step at a time to get yourself out of it. And I had to remind myself, like, if I could, and I learned this in acting class, if you can think yourself down, you can think your way back up.
That's true.
So I'm like, okay, I just got to just change the gym. Like, let me just start doing something for me every day. Going to the gym. Like, just all these little compounded steps lead to big results.
That's true.
Right.
Yeah.
I like what you said. If you could think yourself down, you can think your way back up. So basically, you're saying, like, if you're consumed with negative thoughts, then you can twist that into positive thoughts and then come up out of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just like it's a staircase.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. Is it, do you think like, not having a male figure around, like a man showing you like how a man operate, you should be speaking to a man. Do you think that ever played a part in some of your relationships that ended? Do you think?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. I can
Okay.
take accountability. I'm learning. I'm learning this shit on the fly.
I got you.
On the whim. And I think that some men just have more patience than others.
That's true.
And some men, I wasn't your assignment. So, or that was the assignment for me to learn through this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, I think that you learn things in each relationship. I didn't know how to do that all the time. I did not. I failed at that. That is probably my biggest flaw. Like, you know what I mean? Some of those male and female things. I think that's probably has been my biggest flaw in dating.
Okay.
Cause a lot of my previous relationships was like, you just think you a nigga.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, I don't. Actually, do I? It's like, wait, do I think I'm a nigga?
Say, do I think I'm a nigga? I've been operating.
Am I acting like a nigga? And then when a nigga show you what a real man act like, and then you just like, oh, I've been acting like a nigga.
So wait, okay, so
I've been being a nigga this whole time.
have that give you give me an example of something?
They never give you an example. I can't even. Let me try to see if I can. I could say simple as like how you talk, how
I was about
talk,
to say,
or my combativeness, or just my tone. And naturally, like I said, it didn't help because I grew up with boys. Like I had my first homeboy was my cousin that I played with. He was a boy. That was my age. Then all my homeboys that I went to school with, it was like 7 of us, 7 boys and like 2 girls. So it was like I kind of always was around boys. So I was like the tomboy, and I didn't want to be. All my homeboys were like athletes, so I didn't want to be they were showing me how if you wasn't a tomboy, you got treated like a hoe.
Oh,
I don't know. It was like weird. So it was
I know what you mean.
it was safer to be a tomboy. You get what I'm saying? So
instead of being a little fast ass little girl.
Exactly, exactly. So I leaned more into that, but then it's like as you get older, that's not acceptable. Or you can't have male friends. And I used to, at first, early on, I was like, you just tripping. Like, this my homeboy. I could be. But then as they started to get married, I realized like, oh no, I do have to distance myself just out of respect for
the
relationship. And I didn't respect mine because I didn't like, nigga, you was tripping, bro. This my homeboy. We playing 2K. And
you was?
Like, oh no, we done. You gonna keep calling this nigga?
Yeah.
Like, you think that's cool?
That's early on. But for sure, like, stuff like that.
The submission from the perspective of a woman submitting to a man, does that apply before you're married?
I think so.
Do you feel like you're learning that now? Do you feel
I
like you are
do.
doing that now? Or
I feel like I'm naturally doing that now. Now that you say that, yeah, I am. I'm learning that now. But I didn't always do that. And I
Right.
think that's why niggas was like, this bitch gotta go. Shit. Yeah, I think you should start. Because I kind of always looked at marriage and dating like cars. My mama always bought a lot of cars. So like buying a car, I'm not gonna buy a Honda and hope it turn into a Lexus. I'm gonna buy, or you know what I'm saying? I'm buying this GLE AMG because it's a GLE AMG.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna hope that it's gonna turn into an AMG once I bought it. You know what I'm saying? So once I start looking at it like that, I'm like, yeah, you do kind of gotta show a man that you are capable of that. Now, do you have to? I think there's limits. Like, you know what I mean? You don't be submissive to you have to have discernment to know who to be submissive to.
Okay.
You know? So I think that applies. But you do have to be and show yourself to be a wife before you can expect to become one.
For sure.
Yes, but that again, it comes with discernment because when a man naturally leads, that's when a woman feels safe and she feels
Absolutely.
like she can be submissive. And I say this all the time. I feel like a strong woman does not want to lead. Like we don't want to.
But if you ain't led yourself to the water, why would I think that you could lead me
Exactly
to the water? You ain't been to the bathroom.
Yeah.
So how you know where the bathroom at and gonna tell me where the bathroom at? I'm gonna ask somebody who know.
Right.
Now this man walk like he know what he talking about and what he doing. Then it's like, all right, babe, let me follow you.
Yeah. Do you feel like your man now, like, he can check you? Because I feel like he's teaching you and he's giving you that. He can check you.
He check me.
He said he check you.
Yeah. Yeah, he can check me.
That's
good.
That's
good.
Yeah, but I really do feel like we click like that. Like it's just something.
Yeah.
And he know how to check me. It's not in a degrading way.
Yeah.
He don't demean me or make me feel like less of a woman or less of a human. Like I feel like in the past, men have tried to check me, but then the way they check me, it's like, nigga, who the fuck is you talking to?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It come off in a way, that's when the real nigga in me gotta come out. You know?
And then sometimes I think it's how you view the man that's checking you. You know what I'm saying?
You mean?
Like, if you don't, like, it could be somebody that you with, like the person that you dating at the time. If you don't have that full respect for him checking you or correcting you, it ain't gonna never sit right.
Well,
Yeah.
I was so
Okay.
I have been, yes and no. I've been in a situation where, it's like, I don't have full respect for you, so you can't check me. And then I've been in a relationship where it's like, I did respect you, but I don't respect how you're trying to check. That's not
okay,
how I
no.
want it. Like,
Yeah,
that
that's
don't make
true.
me
Yeah.
feel good. Like, how you're
Yeah,
trying
you
to
still have to do it in a
you gotta
loving way.
do it in a loving way.
still-
You think you my daddy. Or
Yeah.
like, not even, like, you're talking to me like a nigga on the street.
Okay.
Or,
okay.
you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So now I gotta act like a nigga on the street.
Yeah, I
So
got you.
yeah, he used to say, you don't respect me. I do respect you. I don't respect how you handling me.
Okay.
It's a
Mhm.
difference.
In the moments of him mishandling you the way that he's trying to check you, when you did have to come back as a nigga, how did that make you feel after it was all said and done and you was to yourself? Did you feel like, I got off on his ass, I did what I supposed to do?
Now, who the fuck this nigga think he talking to?
Did it make you feel like, damn, not like feel bad that you like
No,
exploded,
because
but I did step out of my own character on this man.
did step out of my own character, yes.
Okay.
But even it was so bad. People around me were like, "You do not need to be in this relationship. Like,
Yeah.
this is not
Okay.
healthy for you."
Because
Because then I would try to overcompensate by shrinking so that I wouldn't
that's not
trigger
good.
him
That's not good.
or
Okay.
trigger. It just never was a healthy dynamic.
Okay.
So yeah, no, and I did feel bad about it, like because I didn't like who I was becoming. I didn't like who I was.
That's
in a
what I was
relationship.
gonna say. Because
Yeah.
you turning into something different when you constantly gotta
Yeah.
defend yourself in that way.
And then the caveat to that is like I'm defending myself in that way, but then as soon as I calm down, I'm overcompensating and shrinking so that it don't gotta get to that point.
And that's
Yeah.
bad.
And then it's like now I'm not even.
Yeah.
You're
I'm
not
never.
even being yourself.
I'm never operating as myself anymore.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not good.
Yeah.
That's not good.
So let me ask you this: when people withstand like toxic relationships, do you feel like it's a reflection of their self-worth?
Me and my homegirl had this conversation because she was like, I don't respect women when they go through toxic relationships and stay, do you not, and this was something she literally said to me, where's your self-esteem? When I was going through that relationship, and I was like so hurt because I felt like I've always been confident. I've always loved myself. But I had to so people got to understand with toxic relationships and trauma, it don't start out like that. You don't sign up.
Yeah.
A confident woman don't
That's
walk
true.
into the room and you, it's like when you in the room and you smell the gas stove on. Like you might not realize it at first until the whole room smell like gas.
Yeah.
Then you like, oh shit, it's, you know what I mean? It's a problem. Then you're trying to pinpoint where it's coming from. And then if you are so loving, you think, well, maybe I can fix it. Maybe I can love him through it. Maybe I can love this healthy, you know? And so I think that, and it slowly does tear away at your self-esteem eventually, because once you get to that point that you've given all you got and you're depleted, then you have lost it all. And I had to look myself in the mirror and I'm like, wait a minute, I done built my whole career and brand on health and wellness. And bitch, you not healthy or well. The fuck? I had to look in the mirror. Who are you? You know? So I had to look myself in the mirror at that, and I realized then I had lost it. But at the moment when my friends and even my mom and people were seeing the way I was doing that shrinking to kind of overcompensate, they were starting to see that, but I didn't see it yet because you kind of be blinded by love a little bit.
You're in a relationship, you can't.
So I'm empathetic to women like that. I'm not gonna say you just don't got no self-esteem, but you won't realize that you're losing yourself until you lost yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's true.
You think you got it. You think you got hold of it, or you know what I'm
I can
saying?
fix it. I can fix it. Or maybe it's me a little bit in this way. If I just change this, or if I do this, I could, no.
And the same applies to men too. Sometimes men have toxic women.
Yeah.
And they don't realize that love is blind all the way around. It's some niggas that's getting cheated on and disrespected in all kind of ways. And you know, they still see her like she the best thing that ever happened to
her. And he like, if I could just show her that I'm a good dude, if I could just keep loving her, if somebody ain't for you, they not for you.
They're not for you.
And that's true. And I'm not gonna say that relationships don't go through things. It sounds like you got the Sierra prayer. Like you got this man who is coming to your life.
So, Lord. Yeah, I hope it end with a ring.
It don't always start like that though. Sometimes even happy relationships start off rocky. Like we've been married 10 years and we've had ups and downs for sure. And it's partially because we started when we were in our 20s. We were really young, but it's also just because
y'all grew.
Yeah, we grew up together pretty much.
Yeah.
And like sometimes you have growing pains. But I don't believe that also applies to like age. I feel like even like if I was to meet somebody at this age, we still gotta learn each other. You know, and it might not always fit together. Sometimes you have to make adjustments for the people that you love.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's, you know, it may be something you gotta look within and change, you know. And I just believe in people like accepting people for who they are if you really love them and just trying to help them grow.
Yeah.
You know. But because everybody don't get the man that's just ready to come in and
be like, I'm gonna fight for your love.
Yeah, I'm gonna fight for your love. A lot of dudes are like, okay,
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rub on you tonight because you deserve it.
Man.
Yeah, I know that's right.
Okay, so we want to play a game.
Okay.
Brii. It's called Single Me versus Relationship Me.
Ooh.
So we know you live both sides, the single life and the relationship life. We're gonna throw you some scenarios and you've got to tell us how would single Brii have handled it. And how does relationship Brii handle it now?
Okay, period. Let's go.
Okay. A man you're dating forgets your birthday.
I don't care, single or in a relationship. That is a hell no. Cause I feel like my birthday, that's the one day. I feel like men got it so easy. Listen, men out there, you only got to remember like 3, maybe 4 days. You got to remember her birthday, Christmas, Valentine's Day, and if y'all get an anniversary. Like you can, and hopefully if you lucky, you can spread. Me, I'm lucky because those fall like once a quarter. So it's like, you know, Christmas and then Valentine's Day, and then I'm a spring baby, and then hopefully we get married in the summer. So I get some, it's spread out. But you gotta just remember those days. If you can't celebrate me on my birthday, you hate me. You hate me.
Yeah. Even if we just casually dating, you better know my birthday.
A flower, a card, I'm not saying you gotta rent out Noble, but damn, you forgot it. You said forgot. You forgot it.
Yes.
You hate me.
Yeah.
You wish I was never born.
Damn, I don't know if it's all that.
You
but-
wish I was never.
You gonna hurt that man.
You wish I was never born, and now I don't want to talk to you no more.
Okay.
All right.
Single or dating.
Tell me this. Someone flirts with you in your DMs.
Single me. Oh, niggas be so corny in the DM.
They do?
They don't be as player as y'all think.
So you ain't never, like,
I
got to know
have,
somebody- okay.
but not like I done turned down some real top of the top niggas just because of how they came at me in the DM.
So they just corny in the DM, but you
It
thought
be
they was
corny.
had more swag than that. until
Yeah, so single me, it really just depends on how you coming.
Okay.
Like dating me in a relationship, I'm not even opening it.
You're not opening it. Okay, so
There
tell
you
me an
go.
example of
Yeah.
something corny somebody said to you in your DMs.
This is not maybe corny, but I hated how niggas would just send it like emoji. What the
Okay.
fuck do that mean? You don't got words?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
I'm trying to see
lazy.
it, trying to get
That's
you to
lazy.
talk.
And I will
Yeah.
leave your ass on red. Like
real?
just send you eyes.
So you said in a relationship you wouldn't even open it.
No, in a relationship,
There
I'm
you
not
go.
opening it.
So how you feel about women that are opening these DMs and not letting their significant other one know? Because they doing it.
Yeah,
They doing it.
I feel like if you leave them, if you say anything back,
You cheating.
you cheat.
You
That-
cheating.
I feel like
I
that
believe
too.
if you hear open, you cheating.
Yeah, I feel like because you letting them know that
You letting that man
you looking
know
back.
that
It's like if you seen him in person and he look at you and you look back.
That's damn near
That's
what you
what you doing.
That's
Yeah,
what you
that's
That's
doing.
a good analogy.
That's what it is.
But most women right
but
now.
I'm right here on a date with a nigga and I'm looking at you.
But see, right now,
Oh,
most women
wow.
don't even look at that like that. They'll look at it like, it's just social media. Social media. It's nothing. That's just
No, it is
that is
something.
something.
Yeah,
we in
that's something.
2025. If a man hit follow on you or send you a DM,
Yeah,
that's tapping you on your shoulder like, what up,
it
baby?
is. You know he gonna follow you.
Come on, man.
The niggas gonna do the same thing.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
They gonna follow you and like.
Yeah,
and then
come
they gonna
on.
wait to see if you gonna send a DM. If you don't send a DM, then they gonna send a DM. If you open it, even if you don't say
even
nothing.
if you don't say nothing, you saying
saying
something.
something.
Oh, she open,
Okay,
man. I'm
no,
finna
okay,
go and send her
okay.
eggplant
Take
in a
out the
minute.
DM.
She ready. She open. She is ready.
No. Take out the DM. So you
Okay.
telling me that if a male follows you, then he's flirting.
Not all the time.
Exactly.
But
So
that's
what he's saying.
No. I'm saying that not all the time. But if a DM follows,
Yeah, if a DM follows,
if
yeah,
a DM follows,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
But if he did I'm saying the train of actions sometimes happens like I'ma follow her
Come on
and
now.
like go down and like a bunch of stuff. And then now I think that from my experience, they will wait to see if I'm gonna be thirsty and I'm gonna send a DM
Or you gonna follow back.
or if I'm gonna follow back. But even if I follow, like it's
Following
different.
back is not a problem.
It's different for me because I'm in media or in the space where it's like, okay, I need to connect with this person, or I want you on my podcast, or I need to. So, but as long as no DM, the DM is where it's going down. at.
Yeah,
That's
no,
where
DM,
you-
it go.
Exactly.
That's
I
where
feel
you
like it
know-
go down in the DM, and I feel like because I know I'm a man and I'm around men and I know how they talk.
Yeah,
They
but
be like, I hit follow. Oh, brother, nigga, little bitch, follow me back. I'm at her.
everybody don't think like that. And
that's-
Instagram
that's what
is
they
a
think.
That's
networking
how they
too.
think about it.
Yeah, niggas
But
that
that's
don't
just
got
like,
nothing
but
else
look,
going
check
on,
game.
but using
No.
Instagram to find
But that's
girls.
just like if I walk in a room, right, and a man could be sitting with his lady, and this lady look up at me and give me the eye contact and then look down.
That's not the same
as I'm
thing,
talking,
Donay.
like, that's the
If
that's
you're
the
in
same
an
thing.
industry-
I feel like if
That's
you
how I feel.
It's
I
not the
feel
same
like
thing.
you not gonna feel like I'm going if I don't open that DM.
That-
and I
for
don't
But
sure.
outside
say
of
the-
DMs, he's talking about literally
just a follow.
If somebody in your industry, in media, follows you,
No, cause I follow like rappers and I have followed some of them 1st.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because they are whoever they
But
are.
yes,
Yeah,
You
for
know what I
sure.
mean?
Instagram is
Or
for it.
yeah, I'm gonna follow people. But then if you DM me, I'm not gonna open it. Or
No, that's
I think that's
different.
where you draw the line. I think because a follow for follow, whatever, that's okay.
Okay.
And as long as I'm not going through liking all of your shit,
right?
Uh-huh.
and then or initiating the conversation,
Uh-huh.
a nigga might shoot a D like I didn't know niggas thought that a follow meant something.
Man, they
now.
do.
I didn't know that.
I
either.
didn't know that
definitely
either.
do. They
It
definitely
don't
do.
exactly.
But because people
Why
follow.
That's what it's
like just
for.
like
How do you even see who? I don't
okay,
be
it's
seeing.
just like with dudes. If a dude follow a girl, right? Girl said, I know
It
y'all done
depends
heard
what the
women.
reason is, baby.
No, I'm
If
saying,
it's in
how do
your
you know
I
the
don't
reason?
be seeing who follow
How
me
do
no
you know the
more.
reason without them saying nothing yet? How do you know the reason if they follow without them even
Because
speaking on it.
Maybe
yet.
they're relevant to your industry and what you got going on, and they're following because of the content.
Yeah.
It depends on what you think Instagram is for.
Yeah.
If niggas just sitting around talking
And
about
what type of shit you posting.
Yeah.
So
there you
as
go.
a woman,
There you go.
I know I'm posting clips of the podcast, he could have followed because he thought that was some real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got
But
you.
if I'm
Thank you.
posting my ass every other picture in a bikini all the time, like I'm assed out and I'm overly sexualizing myself
You
on.
reaching that.
Then I know he following me because he want to.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think it's about how you post.
Instagram is
Okay.
definitely a networking tool, whether people want to admit to it
It's
or not.
networking for sure.
For
It's my
sure.
resume.
It's
Yeah.
your resume.
It's your resume.
It's your business card.
It's your business card.
But you know, just like the world is a beautiful place, but you know it's dark and nasty out
It
there.
can be.
That mug is dark
It
and
can be.
It can
But it
be.
depends on what you own. And whether or not
It
that
is.
dark and nasty gonna get inside
I
of you.
mean, this is what I'm saying. Like the world is dark and nasty, but regardless what you own when you walk outside, motherfucker can rob me at the car.
He like, bitch,
See what I'm
stay
saying?
safe.
No, it's
I wonder
real.
what y'all think.
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know.
in the
I know
comments.
y'all gonna be
Is
siding
a
with
man
me.
following a woman, is that flirting? Or does it have to go as far as the DM in order for it to be considered flirting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because my man seems to think somebody follow you, then you can't follow them back.
No.
Because it's
Because
flirting.
I
So do men. So does the same apply for if you follow a woman?
No, it's so many women that come through and follow. I'm looking.
Bro, you following all bitches.
No, but
And don't even
She
try
say,
to act like
listen.
they business.
Listen,
or
listen,
they
listen,
relevant,
listen.
Or they important.
The
or they got
women,
nothing going on.
listen.
We
Let
can
me
go
tell you
clean
something.
out
Let
Because
me
your
tell you
then men be like, I just want to look in Instagram.
She said
No.
I follow.
You is following all random hoes that ain't got shit going on.
Okay, she thought not random.
What the fuck?
I know those people, man.
You don't know them hoes. And if you
Okay.
do know them, you gotta follow them. I don't follow every nigga I
No,
know.
I'm saying I know them from like school, things
That
like
don't
that.
mean shit. And them
Okay.
hoes want you. I think all the hoes want them.
Okay,
Like the
man.
ones that are really hoes. So,
See, I don't
no.
even follow them kind of women. All
You
these
follow
people
some
is
hoes.
like
But
married.
we clean that shit out tonight. He won't be following y'all ass no more. How about that? Since he want to talk about following and don't
Block
follow nobody.
JB in the bit.
Let me- Yeah. See, the real nigga gotta come out
I
sometimes.
ain't blocking, man. I don't
The
block
real nigga
people.
gotta come out
That's
sometimes.
my wife blocking people. Oh, man, I don't block.
I don't block. Look, I don't even know who he follow for real, but I know you follow some hoes, and I know that
Why would they?
I don't
these
care.
Okay.
But if we want to go
Okay,
band for band, we can just,
these
you know,
band for
questions
band.
good. I want one more. I want another game question.
want another
I
game
got
But
you.
it's good. It's good.
Okay.
So this goes along with that. You catch your partner, whether you dating or in a relationship, you catch your partner liking questionable photos on IG.
I don't play that shit.
Ooh. What's a questionable photo?
If she got her ass out, if
Okay.
she too sexualized in her bra and panties,
Okay.
no.
Even if she like, what if she like a
I don't give a
sing? What if it's Beyonce? He like it. What?
Niggas is not liking Beyonce
what the
pictures.
fuck?
Like,
He's gay.
niggas is
Like,
not
yeah,
right.
He's gay.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, but I'm
You're
saying
not
that's
into me.
not my
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
If he
not
like
you.
it, Beyonce.
They don't even follow
No.
Beyonce. Who?
No.
niggas follow
No, I'm
Beyonce.
just
Yeah,
trying to.
no.
All right, if he's liking,
And if I'm
if
single,
it's a singer or something,
it's not like that. You're not
Okay.
doing that. Niggas
You're
not
not
doing
doing
that. No.
No.
And
You
if
better
you
not
my
do that.
nigga, you not
You
doing
should
that.
be liking
It's
those.
strict
Okay.
around here. I run a strict
So
program.
did you like the Chris
I
Brown
run a tight
dance?
ship.
No.
Did you like Chris Brown when he was doing his roller
No,
dance?
I did not. I
You didn't
learned
like
to
it?
dance.
You learned, but did you like it?
I did not
Did you like
it.
the picture,
I
baby?
don't follow Chris Brown.
No, I'm saying
Right.
did you like the picture when he was doing it?
No, I don't be
Okay.
following.
We not doing
seen-
it.
I didn't know
Yeah.
if you like. I just know you. I heard the same thing playing over like 30 times, and
We
you-
learning
you-
to
you
dance.
gyrate.
dance.
You
We
gyrate.
did the
in
dance.
Yeah, I'm just asking.
Bro, listen. First of all,
I'm asking, baby.
so no, don't be liking shit on IG. If the
Okay.
bitch got her ass out, if the ass is in the picture, you're not
Don't
supposed
like
to like
that.
it.
You're not,
picture. That's
no.
right. I feel you on it. You shouldn't.
Should I be
Yeah.
liking niggas that's on the gram like this with their shirt off?
No, you shouldn't be doing
Okay,
that.
well, dudes gotta stop liking bathing suit pictures and all
Yeah,
that stuff.
all that.
Yeah.
No. So
I-
there,
yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
no.
Like
yeah.
Brii said, we run a tight ship around here.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, girl. All right. Y'all, so that's a wrap it up. But when you having fun, it
We
go by
having
so
fun,
fast.
man.
Listen,
Yes.
thank you so much for joining
Appreciate
us.
you for coming
Shout out all your stuff, girl. Cause y'all, I know y'all know Brii, cause she's straight from the A and she real popular out in these streets. But if you don't know, you gotta check her out.
Yes, thank you for having me. This was so fun. It got real good. Like you said, we're gonna have to maybe come back for a part
Yeah,
two.
we gotta do
Yeah,
part
no,
two,
right,
man.
okay.
When you finally ready to bring that.
Okay,
boot up yours, let's
okay. Yeah,
do
that's what we're
that.
gonna do. So yes, make sure you follow me on everything at Brii Renee, BRISTHENAME. And you can catch me on YouTube as Brii with 2 eyes, Renee. And that's where you can catch my podcast, Better with Brii Renee. It drops every Wednesday at 7 p.m. And you can even catch up on all the old episodes of Mommy and Me. Get to know my mama, because when she come back, we bringing it back.
Okay.
There it goes.
Okay.
Period.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming out.
Subscribe for more content like this.
Yes.
Thank
Love
you so
and
much
fly
for
shit,
tuning
and
in.
we out.
Yes.